has reached the election commission, but what we are being told is that the election commission has said, now let us just come out with the verdict. The BJP is distributing laddus. They think this battle is won. Remember, and in a moment from now, I will bring you the inside story, because over the last 1 hour, we've had an opportunity to speak to several key players in this battle. We've understood fully what their calculations are, and we'll put that out for you. Let me start by introducing our guest. Rahul Srivastav, our National Affairs Editor, is with us. Ajit Jha, heads research for India Today magazine. Dr. Sambit Patra, fiery spokesperson of the BJP. Have you brought your laddus? You haven't brought your laddus. Are you waiting to see what happens? Rahul, the war room of the BJP, supremely confident they won. Now tell me this, 45 is what Ahmed Patel needs. 43 MLAs have voted for the Congress, we know that. The Congress is accepting this on record. One JDU MLA and one NCP MLA say they voted for the Congress, which means 45, which means Ahmed Patel is through. So what does the BJP know which no one else does?
That's what the mystery is, Rahul. That's what the BJP war room, as Sambit Patra is hearing, so I would like to tell him, is that the BJP's assessment is that, and I have noted on the back of my hand, that 47 votes are likely to go to Amit Shah, 46 or to Smriti Irani, 43 to Ahmed Patel, 40 to Balwant Singh Rajput. Now, there are some ifs and buts. Beyond that, what BJP says that the surplus votes to Ahmed Patel, to Shah and Smriti Irani, if calculated for Balwant Singh Rajput is through. Ahmed Patel misses the bus by just 2 votes. Now, that's what the BJP assessment is. They are, of course, saying there is a rider that if somebody has put in a nota, then the picture could change. But this is what the BJP assesses. So, what it knows, that Ahmed Patel is weak by 2 votes.
None of the Congress MLAs have voted nota, because if they had, we would have known, because they have to come out and show who they voted for. So, the Congress MLAs are accounted for, because the Congress returning of the elector, the officer standing over there, has seen who the Congress MLAs have voted for. The only jhol that can happen, as it were, is the JDU and the NCP MLA. Now they're saying on record, we spoke to Chotu Wasawa ourselves. I asked him very clearly, did you vote for the Congress? He says, yes. I told him, but the JDU says you voted BJP. He said, no, Baba, I voted for the Congress. Now, if he's saying something publicly and doing the opposite, you know, Frank Underwood in the House of Cards, you think he's Machiavellian? What we've seen makes Frank Underwood look like a kindergartner. Listen to Chotu Wasawa, the MLA who could decide which way this election turns if he's done the opposite of what he's saying. Here he is, Chotu Wasawa, exclusive on India Today. अच्छा वसावा साहब, ये बताओ कि आपने वोट किसको डाला सर?
मैं अहमद भाई को वोट दिया है।
पक्का आप छोटू वसावा बोल रहे हैं 100%?
हाँ बिल्कुल।
क्योंकि अभी हमने केसी त्यागी को सुना, आपका सीनियर लीडर है, वो कहता है कि नीतीश कुमार ने बोला कि
केसी त्यागी हमारा कोई लीडर है ही नहीं। वो केसी त्यागी थोड़ी वोट देने आया, वोट तो मैंने दिया है।
अच्छा, तो आपको पार्टी से कोई आदेश नहीं आया कि आपने डालने का वोट बीजेपी को?
बोल देगा
हाँ जी,
मैंने वोट दिया है तो मान लोगे क्या?
नहीं, मैं कह रहा हूं कि आपको आदेश नहीं आया कि बीजेपी को वोट डालना है?
वो आदेश कैसे करेंगे? वो हमारे पार्टी के रहे नहीं तो कैसे करेंगे? अभी इलीगल चला रहे हैं ना, इस पर तो हम केस करने वाले हैं। हाँ, आपने
किसको दिखाया कि आपने आके बीजेपी को नहीं कांग्रेस को वोट डाला?
कोई हमारा कोई आदमी नहीं था, वो कैसे हमको देगा?
आपने वो वोट किसको दिखाया है? ये वोट तमे જ્યારે તમે ત્યાં ગયા?
मैंने खुद दिया है तो मैं कह सकूं ना मैंने वोट दिया है।
यानी आप अगर कल अहमद पटेल को केवल 43 वोट मिलते हैं,
अहमद पटेल को ही दिया है, वही जीतने वाले हैं, देख लेने का।
To by Wasawa, you just heard him, Janata Dal United sole MLA. He's saying Ahmed Patel doesn't count. He's saying that KC Tyagi doesn't count for anything. I voted for Ahmed Patel. Let's now listen to KC Tyagi, Nitish's man in Delhi, what he's saying about who Chotu Bhai voted for.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी के हमारे मित्र सेटिस्फाइड हैं कि छोटू भाई वसावा जी का वोट उन्हें मिला है।
नहीं, बीजेपी सेटिस्फाइड है, लेकिन पार्टी किस तरफ गई है?
इन परिस्थितियों में वो ऐसा वक्तव्य दे रहे हैं, मैं उस पर टिप्पणी नहीं करना चाहता, लेकिन जेडीयू और बीजेपी दोनों सेटिस्फाइड हैं कि वसावा जी ने हमको वोट किया।
अगर नहीं किया होगा तो उनके खिलाफ पार्टी कोई कार्रवाई करेगी?
हाँ बिल्कुल।
This is unprecedented, mind-boggling what we're seeing here. Betrayal, treachery, backstabbing, all for one Rajya Sabha election. Sambit Patra, what does the BJP know that Ahmed Patel doesn't? You know, and I want to put out those graphics. Remember 43 Congress MLAs, one JDU MLA, you just heard him say he voted for the Congress. One NCP MLA saying he's voted Congress. That's 45, Ahmedabad is through. Why? What is this mischievous smile all about?
See, Rahul, you're one of the finest journalists of this country. You have covered elections after elections in the recent past, and I'll tell you, you would agree with me when I say that as far as the war room Chanakya Niti of Amit Shah is concerned, no one other than the Chanakya knows what is inside the war room. That's why we all are confident. Let the result come. Let's see what the result would be. Why debate about something which is only a few hours from now? Secondly, and very importantly, every election, be it a small election or a large election in a democracy, it has a huge message to
Randeep Surjewala is speaking outside the election commission. Remember, a third delegation went. The Congress, we are told, came with new documents. They apparently have some new documents they want to show AK Jyoti. Let's listen to Randeep Surjewala.
इससे पहले चिदम्बरम साहब भी आए थे, तो क्या ये तथ्य उस समय सामने नहीं आए थे? सारे तथ्य रखे गए, दस्तावेज जो हैं वो अब हमने दोबारा से चुनाव आयोग को सौंपे हैं। पूरी बात चुनाव आयोग ने हमारी 2 बार सुनी, हम उससे सेटिस्फाइड हैं और ये दस्तावेज भी चुनाव आयोग ने लिए और कहा कि वो निर्णय करते हुए इन सारे दस्तावेजों पर और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के साक्ष्यों पर विचार करें।
अभी आप एक चीज बोलना चाहता हूं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने एक भी साक्ष्य इलेक्शन कमीशन को नहीं दिया, सिर्फ ये कहते रह रही है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी दबाव दे रही है। बड़े स्पष्ट रूप से कहना चाहता हूं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कानून बताया है, दस्तावेज दिए हैं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट का कागज दिया है, सर्कुलर इलेक्शन कमीशन का दिया है। हम तथ्यों की लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं, हम कानून की सुरक्षा करने की बात कर रहे हैं और हम इस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को बचाने की बात।
अभी आप लोग पहुंचे भी नहीं थे कि बीजेपी का जो डेलीगेशन था वो भी यहाँ पर आ गया था, वो आप आने से पहले यहाँ पहुंच गया था बीजेपी का डेलीगेशन। भारतीय जनता पार्टी कितनी भी झुंझलाए, हम बड़ी विनम्रता से और आदर से भाजपा को ये कहेंगे कि ये सच्चाई की लड़ाई है। गांधी की धरती में झूठ कभी जिंदा नहीं रह सकता, क्योंकि गांधी जी ने अपना खून देकर इस देश में सच्चाई की लड़ाई लड़ी। और आज तो वैसे भी 8 अगस्त 2017 है, तो क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट, भारत छोड़ो आंदोलन की 75वीं वर्षगांठ है। तो ऐसे में सच्चाई कैसे हार सकती है? इसलिए बुखलाएं मत, केवल न्याय, कानून, संविधान और तर्क संगत बात हम करेंगे। और जो 2 विधायक जिन्होंने अपने वोट की सीक्रेसी को वायलेट किया है, उनकी वोट खारिज हो जाए, दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी सामने आ जाए।
44 के अलावा 2 विधायक है, उन 44 में से 2 हैं।
देखिए, दोनों विधायकों को हमने नामजद किया है, दोनों विधायकों ने दूसरे उम्मीदवारों को अपनी वोट दिखाई है और इसलिए उनकी वोट खारिज होनी चाहिए। यही चुनाव आयोग का कानून है, यही सुप्रीम कोर्ट का। धन्यवाद। क्या चुनाव आयोग से कोई जवाब मिला है? कोई चुनाव आयोग
This is the third delegation that reached, 3 delegations each. Now I don't know whether after seeing this delegation, let's just listen to Surjewala some more. If the BJP is trying to send one more delegation.
You have given specific evidence. You're saying you've given a docket of documents to the election commission. What do these documents show?
We have given 3 straight documents to election commission. If anybody violates the secrecy of ballot by voting, by showing the ballot to a person other than the authorized representative, Supreme Court's 5 judges bench in Kuldeep Nair's case has unequivocally held that this is a breach of secrecy of ballot and that ballot has to be rejected. We have handed over to Election Commission the judgment of the Supreme Court of India. We have also pointed out that Rule 39AA of Conduct of Election Rules envisages that you can't show your ballot to anybody other than authorized representative. And we have shown to Election Commission and handed over their own circular which says secrecy of ballot is sacrosanct and it can never be violated, otherwise it lead to rejection of vote. We hope
we are more than confident that Election Commission will decide in accordance with the settled law, their own circular and the conduct of election rules. Thank you.
But what has been said is that this is an afterthought from the Congress. This has been said to be an afterthought from the Congress party, that this is because you're losing, is why you're coming up with this right now.
Bharatiya Janata Party is negating the constitution. They want to subjugate the law. They want that the law should become captive to their whims and fancies. But the truth is that in the land of Gandhi, truth always wins. We are today celebrating the 75th anniversary of Quit India movement. Truth can never lose, so BJP should be rest assured about it.
Are you the union ministers are pressurizing
if the election commission comes out, if they come out with a decision that these two votes are invalid, how will you decide it now that the ballots have been cast? They're all in the ballot box. Is there any way that the votes can be identified?
Once the two legislators have cast a vote by showing the ballot to somebody else, then those votes have to be necessarily rejected, and the union ministers, as you asked, cannot pressurize. Why is it that BJP is sending their entire cabinet to election commission? You have finance minister, you have defense minister, you have petroleum minister, you have law minister, you have commerce minister, you have a power minister coming here. Why? Are they trying to pressurize a constitutional body? But let me assure them, they may use whatever might or power they have, they will never be able to subjugate the truth.
That is what the Congress party is, of course, saying, that they will, of course, try to ensure that this verdict goes in their favor, and they are claiming that the ministers here are putting pressure on the Election Commission, at least trying to, but they are assured that the Election Commission will act and work in a transparent manner.
Sambit Patra wants to respond to what we've just heard Randeep Singh Surjewala say, that this is pressure. When you send Arun Jaitley, Ravi Shankar Prasad, PP Chaudhary, you're putting pressure on AK Jyoti and his team at the CEC.
With all due respect, I would like to state that please don't undermine the credibility of the Election Commission. If people of integrity, people of stature have gone from the Bharatiya Janata Party's side, it should not be questioned. What should be questioned rather by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and I'm questioning it to Mr. Surjewala, is when you send your recounting minister, Mr. Chidambaram, for accounting in election commission, that is when the credibility of the Congress party is under question. And the second important point over here that we draw, the inference that we draw from this kind of issue is, look at the way the Bharatiya Janata Party is standing in these elections. All the top leaders, all of the party together. Over here, you have a top leader of the Congress party, Mr. Ahmed Patel, contesting, but you have only small-time leaders representing Mr. Ahmed Party. Why should not Sonia Gandhi, whose political secretary is Ahmed Patel, be at the doorstep of Election Commission fighting for his ally? It shows that the Congress conveniently dumps its friends when they know that the prestige is dependent on the friend, and that's what is happening today.
Okay, let's go across to Supriya Bhardwaj. She's got RPN Singh of the Congress with her.
Very clearly that unauthorized person, if he sees the vote, will be disqualified.
Well, BJP is saying that somewhere you've lost the battle, and that's why you're coming again.
We are coming with papers. They are only coming with their ministers to put undue pressure.
And what about the legal option? Will we be going to Supreme Court?
We are sure that the election commission will uphold the democracy and the constitution of the country.
But one of your colleagues said that somewhere there is this pressure being put on the election commission officials, and the legal department's office is also being misused.
Well, I would not like to comment on that. We have come here each time with some facts. BJP has come here with no facts. They're just trying to put undue pressure because they're in government.
Well, this is what Mr. RPN Singh has to say on the entire issue. We can see this is the Congress delegation. It's the third time they have come. There is Mr. Rajiv Shukla, Mr. RPN Singh, and Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala also. There are also other Congress leaders present here. We'll try to get a word from Mr. Surjewala once again. Sir, sorry, Mr. RPN Singh once again. Sir, one final question. What if you are not heard here? Will you be going to Supreme Court also?
We are sure we'll be heard here. We are sure because we have given foolproof evidence.
The latest document that you have given, can you throw some light on that?
Yes, it is the Supreme Court order in the Kuldeep Nair case, where it states completely that any unauthorized person or persons, if he views the vote, that vote has to be made invalid.
Well, this is what the Congress is maintaining over here. It's high-pitched drama. We can see that Congress workers are also present here. They are from Youth Congress, and on the other hand, the BJP workers are also present here. It's all panning out in the national capital, and we are hearing that it's a possibility that there might be a third delegation coming in, this time from BJP side also.
The Commission has said that they will not meet any more delegations. They say they've had enough. I have been able to pull out the Kuldeep Nayyar judgment. This is what the Supreme Court said about Rajya Sabha elections. I will just read out that operative paragraph. It says here, the effect of the amended rules thus is that in the election to the Council of States, before the elector inserts the ballot paper into the ballot box, the authorized agent of the political party shall be allowed to verify as to whom such an elector, that's an MLA, cast his vote. Rather, the rules show the open ballot system put in position does not mean open to one and all. It is only the authorized agent of the political party who is allowed to see and verify as to whom such an MLA has cast his vote, which essentially means if any of these rebel Congress MLAs, Sambit Patra, showed their vote to the BJP polling agent, if this can be seen on CCTV cameras, those two MLAs have to be disqualified.
But the most important line which you read out, Mr. Rahul, was that before the elector casts the vote into the ballot box. So if at all any kind of objection was to be raised and settled, it was before the two drops were lost in the ocean. Now supposedly, my simple question is, supposedly you cancel the disqualify the two votes. How are we supposed to find within this 176 vote inside the ballot box which are the two meaning to these two people? So naturally, that is why the court has used these words intelligently.
Okay, let Pawan Khera of the Congress
and the returning officer, in fact, did not see any merit with this complaint. And that's the reason as to why he allowed these two electors to put the vote inside the ballot.
If a complaint had to be made, it should have been made around 9 AM, not as an afterthought after voting was over. That's point number one. And point number two, how do you establish which of those 176 votes is of those two MLAs you wish to disqualify?
No, there was a videography also that took place. We have submitted to the Election Commission rulings of the Supreme Court. This has been done in Punjab, in Haryana. MLAs have been disqualified for showing the ballot paper to an unauthorized person. So let the Election Commission, which is the competent authority, and I'm sure it has the credibility to not succumb to pressures. There is a lot of pressure coming their way, and I feel bad for them. There is a pressure on all institutions these days, but anyway, I'm sure the Election Commission will prevail and they'll go by the rule book. As far as fighting is concerned, if we don't fight, if we don't come out on the roads, everybody says, oh, the Congress doesn't have fire in its belly. If we come out, oh, why are all these senior leaders on the roads? I don't understand. All their ministers are on their roads.
This Pawan Khera, this is a question the Congress needs to respond to. Look at the might the BJP has put behind making Ahmed Patel lose. You know, from Arun Jaitley, Piyush Gohil, Dharmender Pradhan, Nirmala Sitharaman, Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, I can go on and on. Half the Modi cabinet was representing before the Election Commission. Initially, who did the Congress send? The Congress sent RPN Singh and Randeep Singh Surjewala. Now we have nothing against these two very fine politicians, but look at the difference in the gravity. The BJP put its heart and soul behind making you lose, and what did the Congress do? Officially distance itself from Ahmed Patel, saying this has nothing to do with Sonia Gandhi. This is Ahmed Patel's own battle. There is a difference in killer instinct. The BJP is out to topple you, and you're just till the last moment. The Chidambarams of the world, the Ghulam Nabi Azad, all these people went much later. Why was the Congress initial response so lackadaisical?
No, I don't know. When you say killer instinct, you mean killing the constitution? Yes, they do have a killer instinct which we lack, and we are very proud that we lack it. We have sent our senior leaders too. So, I mean, now Dr. Sambit Patra says that Sonia Gandhi should have gone. Well, I'm sure the Prime Minister will now, in about an hour or so, walk down from 7 Racecourse Road to the Election Commission. And they're quite capable of doing that because they're so desperate to see an opposition Mukt Bharat, that they try and
killing the
subvert
constitution.
every
Sambit Patra must
every
respond.
rule book.
See, let me tell you.
Cornering us, cornering every institution.
Tomorrow's
But fair
phrase
enough,
of the
we'll
day
fight.
would be democracy has been murdered, because once the Congress loses out in this battle, that is what they are going to say. Vendetta politics and democracy has been murdered. They don't have any kind of faith in the election commission. Remember, after they lost election in 2014, they said that it's just 31% of votes that the Bharatiya Janata Party has got, and thereafter, after they lost all these 5 state elections recently, they said that the EVM is to be put to test, and today they say that the credibility of election commission is to be put to test, and there's killing and murdering of the democracy which is taking place. Let me tell you very frankly, the emperor is naked. The Sultan, the Sahjada is naked, and none of these people who are staying around the Sahjada have the guts to say that you are naked, please wear your clothes.
No, but
if you want to
just imagine, Pawan Khera, you know, in the midst of this high-pitched, high-stakes political battle, Rahul Gandhi is missing in action. Now, I'm told he's unwell, which is possible he's got fever. You know, people at senior levels coming to work when there is fever, regardless of, you know, how ill they are. This big CWC meeting is happening at the Congress headquarters. Rahul Gandhi is not there. He's not leading from the front. Rahul Srivastav spoke to officials in the PMO this evening. He himself was monitoring what was happening in this Rajya Sabha election. Amit Shah is in the polling center through the day. He's pacing up and down. You know, Rahul Gandhi is not showing that kind of instinct.
And Rahul, if you rewind, Ahmed Patel, to keep the flock together, had to take the MLAs to Bangalore to Shiv Kumar, who is a known old Ahmed Patel loyalist.
Yes,
he had to lean on his own
Pawan
old
Khera,
system.
the question is to you.
But somebody else is talking, so can you ask him to let me speak, please? Yes, so Rahul Gandhi does not have a right to fall ill. He does not have a right to get a viral fever. He has to sort of attend a CWC meeting, which the Congress president is attending. But I don't understand this narrative, Rahul. You question him for doing something, you question him for not doing something. Just let us be. We'll fight for what is our due. And at every level, we'll fight. Let them do what they have to. Let them try to subvert whatever they want to subvert. We are used to struggling. We are as a party which was born because of a struggle. These people have no idea about that struggle. They are just 3 years old in this power game. Okay. Let them play this game.
You know, just today, the government has put out details.
We believe in governance. We believe in we believe in propriety. We believe in correctness. We believe in rules of the game.
Can I answer that?
Fight through the rules.
Can I just answer this, Rahul?
Just one second. You know, just today the government has put out data in the parliament which says that Rahul Gandhi, they've actually given the number of days that he's been traveling abroad. Without SPG protection, they've given out each of his holidays. Now, there's a whole difference in outlook over here, Ajit Jha. You've got, and of course he has the right to fall ill, but Amit Shah and Modi have put everything on the back burner. They're saying we will make Ahmed Patel lose. It's not even whether Smriti Irani is winning, whether Amit Shah is winning. That's a given. They're going all out to make the Congress lose one election which shouldn't even have been a contest at all. They should have won easily.
Well, you know, the important question for Congress leaders, Rahul, is Rahul Gandhi interested in Ahmed Patel losing? Because obviously the whole picture within the Congress is that when Rahul Gandhi comes as president, he wouldn't want Ahmed Patel around. He would want his younger generation. He would want other leaders around him. Is that what is going on in this case?
No, but the fact, Pawan Khera, is, and you've been a solid backroom manager for Sheila Dikshit for a long time.
I'm sorry, Rahul, I need to respond to that.
Yeah, absolutely you must. But you know well that the Congress party cannot do without the likes of Ahmed Patel. The fact that the Congress is still in the race at 10:25 p.m. this evening, the 8th of August, is because Ahmed Patel fought this election hard. He's given Modi and Shah a run for their money. The fact is, they tried their best to topple him. He's taken it down to the wire. That's the fight that Ahmed Patel showed. That's the fight many in your young generation of Congress leadership simply doesn't have.
No, I want to first respond to my friend Ajit Jha with due respect to him. Please don't form your political opinions based on gossip columns. What kind of an argument is this that somebody in the Congress wants Ahmed to lose? I'm sorry, we are all solidly behind each other. We'll fight for everyone amongst ourselves. That's not what is happening. This is a BJP planted gossip that someone wants Ahmed Patel to lose. No, please don't say that. That's not true at all. We are all awake throughout the night today to ensure that justice is done, to ensure that Election Commission does not buckle down under pressure from Dr. Sambit Patra's party. And Sambit, don't try to
one second.
here,
I also want to go across to Gujarat. Going to Gujarat is important because that's where the returning officer in a short while from now will announce the EC's verdict. Sahil Joshi is joining us from there. Before that, let me just play out a brief excerpt of what Ahmed Patel said this evening. This is the only comment he's made after voting got over. Earlier he was very confident. Now look very carefully at his body language, his facial expressions, because they are betraying a high level of anxiety. Here is Ahmed Patel speaking to journalists in Ahmedabad after voting got over.
So immediately complaint was filed, immediately, and returning officer didn't take any action. So now we have approached the election commission, central election. Pardon? Let us say we should wait for till the election commission's order.
Sir, the Janata Dal United said that the...
forget about the result, let the result come. Now, let the counting take place now.
But sir, you're not sounding
No, I am very much confident. But let us, counting to hone do, Baba. I am very much confident. Yeah, kya baat kar rahe?
Sahil Joshi, what's going on in Gujarat at this time? Where are Amit Shah, Bhupender Yadav, Vijay Rupani, Anandiben Patel? What are they doing while this whole delegation versus delegation game goes on in Delhi?
See, Rahul, it's 10:30 in the night, and I can tell you for sure that Amit Shah, Vijay Rupani, Smriti Irani, Bhupinder Yadav, and other BJP leaders who you say name the BJP leader in Gujarat, everyone is inside this counting center here in Gandhinagar, because they are waiting for what the returning officer here is going to declare, because the election commission in Delhi has clearly said that the result will be declared. The result on the petition filed by the Congress will be declared in Gandhinagar. So that's what they are waiting for at this point of time. Whereas, if you look at Congress, it's Shakti Singh Gohil who is actually guiding the fort for Congress, and he's fighting tooth and nail with the BJP leadership to pursue this particular petition. It was he who actually first objected to these two MLAs showing, as alleged by the Congress, to show their ballot to Amit Shah. And since then, the battle is on, and it's still on at this point of time there inside this counting center. We have to wait for some more time because our correspondent
one of Amit Shah's key generals. I won't name who, but I spoke to one of Amit Shah's key generals. He was sitting right next to Amit Shah, and I said, what's happening? He says, we are winning. I said, are you certain you are winning? He said, we are 100% certain you are winning. I then said that, look at the numbers. The Congress is saying they've got 43. I'll just have that out on the screen in a moment from now. The Congress has 43 of its own MLAs. One of them cross-voted. 43 MLAs, the Congress electoral agents voted for the Congress. So that can't change. Now, the Congress is claiming, and we've heard ourselves from both the Janata Dal United leader and the NCP leader, Boski, and Janata Dal United leader, Chotubhai Wasawa, both of them said they voted for the Congress. Now, if you add 43 plus 144 plus 145, Ahmed Patel should be through. Now, clearly, something has happened which gives the BJP the confidence that this 45 will not be 45. The only thing that could have really happened, Rahul Srivastava, is that two of those chaps who are saying that they voted for the Congress have probably not voted for them, which is the only reason why there's still so much excitement.
Yes, Rahul, these two people hold the key to this election. If you see the number game, it will boil down eventually to just two. Ahmed Patel will either get them or will lose because of these two. What is interesting in this whole battle, that it will also be a reflection on the Congress's capability to keep allies. If the NCP, where Sharad Pawar is saying is with the Congress, the party whip is saying is with the Congress party, and the Congress is abandoned yet again, like what happened in Bihar, what the BJP did to them in Bihar. There are several stories rolled into this one seat in Gujarat.
And that shows, Pawan Khera, the fact that the Congress somehow doesn't seem to be prepared. I'll tell you why I say that. When Nitish Kumar walked away and joined the BJP, the Congress leadership for the longest time was saying nothing will happen, kuch nahi hoga, Nitish Kumar is with us, he's not going to join the BJP. Suddenly he went and did that. Here also, nobody initially thought Ahmed Patel had an opportunity to contest from West Bengal, where the election was reasonably secure. At that time, there was no panic button pressed. Everyone thought that Ahmed Patel would be through. And look at what's happened. You know, this is like the Congress trying to find some way of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. This was your battle to win. You've suddenly turned this into this high voltage clash because you're unable to hold your flock together.
Now, as far as Nitish Kumar is concerned, Rahul, believe you me, nobody could have stopped him. Nobody. When I say nobody, I mean nobody. We all know the reasons. I'm sure even you know the reasons. So, are you trying to suggest that Mr. Ahmed Patel should have run away from the battlefield and contested from West Bengal? I'm sorry, Mr. Ahmed Patel, from whatever I've understood of him, and I've known him for 25 years now, he's not the kind who will run away. We'll fight. This is our turf. This is our battleground. We have the numbers. And when you say we are not able to keep our flock together, what else were we doing? We were saving them from midnight knocks from Dr. Sambit Patra's party. We were saving them from all the agencies in Gujarat. We were saving them from allurements also. Definitely, some of them are, I mean, that's human nature. So therefore, we took them away. And when we took them away, you say, oh, why are you taking them to Bangalore? They are floods in Gujarat.
You know, any fair-minded person will look at this and say, okay,
BJP.
At
but
one
they are
end,
all busy buying and selling MLAs.
At one level, you have to marvel at the election machine. At the other, you have to realize that famous Hindi saying goes, Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed. All is fair in love and war. You know, the BJP is willing to use any mean, fair or foul, to try and win.
Now, I'll tell you, I'll give you the mantra of victory over here of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Right now, just before this question that you asked, I had suggested that why top leaders of the Congress party are not going to defend Mr. Ahmed Patel in the election commission. I even went a step further saying, why not Sonia Gandhi as the party president herself? To which my good friend Mr. Pavan, in fact, Khera, he almost got my neck. He jumped on me saying that how dare you say that Sonia Gandhi should be going to the election commission. Your prime minister should walk to the election commission. Look, this is where the feeling of the Sultan and the Sultanate that Jairam Ramesh was speaking about is quite visible. Why? With all due respect, I mean, forget that I am the opponent to Mr. Pavan Khera. Pavan Khera, why can't she go there to the election commission? After all, she is just the president of a political party with dwindling fortune. And if this is not the time for the president of the party to fight, when would she fight? Look at my president. Despite the fact that we are in governance in almost more than 64% of India, my president sits in the room, locked up, to listen to what the election commission has to say.
I want to go across to Paulami Saha. She's at the election commission, Nirvachan Sadan. Food went in. They've had their meal. I don't know if the reporters have got anything to eat at all, but when will this verdict be out? Have they decided? What is the decision that the election commission will be taking, Paulami?
Well, Rahul, we're waiting for that final verdict to be out from the Election Commission, because if you remember the last two times that the BJP delegation was here, the ministers did not go in. They actually came in anticipation of the fact that the verdict was going to be announced. They got word that RPN and, of course, Randeep Surjewala from the Congress were headed towards the Election Commission, and hence they reached here. Obviously, that verdict was not announced at that point of time, and hence the ministers returned to their respective residences. But what we hear is they're all huddled in one particular place, waiting and biting their nails really in order to hear from the Election Commission. The Congress came here with a docket of documents which they say will support their case, and they say that the Election Commission has given them the opportunity and taken that docket, that memorandum from the Congress party. So that was the final sort of meeting, if you may, if not a visit of sorts that the Congress had over here, that the Congress made to the Election Commission. So all of the representations done. We're just waiting for that final word. They've gone through the video footage from Gandhinagar as well. What we're being told is in a short while from now, returning officer, who is of course the nodal authority to conduct those elections in Gujarat, will be making the announcement. The full bench of the Election Commission, including Chief Election Commissioner Mr. A.K. Jyoti, have been sitting inside the Nirvachan Sadan. And basically, they've done the groundwork right now. They've seen the past precedents as well, Supreme Court rulings, the sort of evidences that the Congress claims to have put forward to support their case as well. And that verdict is to be out very shortly. Very interestingly, I noticed that when Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, Union Minister, was leaving from the Election Commission, not having got a word in with the Election Commission because they were awaiting the verdict and they came in anticipation of it, while getting into his car, he did
did flash the victory sign. What does that mean? Is that confidence misplaced or well placed? We'll know very shortly.
Okay, you're saying that confidence could be well placed. At the level at which they've upped the ante, they wouldn't do this unless they were fairly certain that they're actually going to win. Rahul Srivastav, you've got sources actively giving information from within where these meetings are taking place. Any sense of how much more time before we know who's won?
Rahul, the last bit of information which came to the Election Commission, that the decision may come soon. The meeting is still underway and the decision may not be announced in Delhi. It will be announced by the RO, that is the returning officer in Ahmedabad. So the information eventually, if...
and in case you're wondering if this could get postponed till tomorrow, BB Swen, who's conducting this election in Ahmedabad, has said that the election has to get over today. The verdict has to be announced today because that's what the rules say. So there, you can order chai pakoda, dinner, whatever else
maybe
you
breakfast.
want as an
Maybe breakfast.
because this battle is going to go on. And we know that the Congress, meanwhile, is working on preparing a litigation. They're getting a urgent litigation ready to go to the Supreme Court if this verdict doesn't go in their favor. Does that, Pawan Khera, if you were just reading tea leaves, you've got one party preparing a litigation to go to the Supreme Court, you've got another party, we'll just pull out those images, distributing laddus. Does that mean that in some senses the verdict is settled? There are the BJP laddus, they're serving laddus, you're preparing a litigation. What does one decode from that?
Well, that's what happened during the freedom struggle also. We were fighting and they were sitting with the British. So that's nothing new. So yes, we have to fight. If the judgment is not in our favor, if the Election Commission rules against us, definitely we are ready to take to the streets, to the court, wherever it is required, we will be there.
I've got breaking news, high drama still. Janata Dal United has sacked Arun Srivastav, the party's Gujarat chief. This is interesting because remember KC Tyagi came on TV and I'll have KC Tyagi's comment in just a moment. High drama, so I don't know whether those laddus are misplaced or not. Well, remember there were patakas, remember Sambit Patra, Sanjay Mayuk, who's now in the BJP media cell in Delhi, was in Patna. He burst a whole bunch of patakas on the day at around 8:30, 8:45 on the day that the Bihar verdict came out. That went hopelessly against you.
I'll tell you,
so
Rahul.
just hold those laddus. Don't eat those laddus, Sambit.
Rahul, in fact, the laddus were for the journalists who were waiting outside. You can see that in the camera also. They have been hungry. They have been hungry since the morning. Don't you want your own fraternity to be given laddus? Secondly, coming to a fairer and a strict, most important point over here. I mean, look, the matter of the fact over here is, where is the desperation? We have won the election in 2014. We won almost all the subsequent elections. Today, if someone should be desperate, it should be the Congress party. The irony over here is, for a single seat BJP, we have all our leadership in the street. We have everyone strategizing. We have our leadership. The faces available, visible. We can see everything. But where is the Congress? The irony is the one which should be desperate. The Congress should be desperate. The Congress desperation does not show. The panic of the Congress does show. But the Congress's desperation to save its own party, existential crisis that the Congress is facing today, I don't understand as to when the Congress will rise and would understand as to how.
Okay, KC Tyagi is joining us. Stay with me. Huge drama, because KC Tyagi is joining us and we are being told that the Gujarat JDU chief has been sacked, Arun Srivastav. Tyagi साहब क्या किया, क्यों निकाल दिया आपने अपने गुजरात चीफ को?
नहीं, गुजरात चीफ को नहीं निकाला है, हमने अपनी पार्टी के एक जनरल सेक्रेटरी हैं मिस्टर अरुण श्रीवास्तव,
ओके,
उनको पार्टी के महामंत्री पद से इसलिए हटाया है कि इस चुनाव के लिए पार्टी के अध्यक्ष शरद यादव जी, माफ करें, नीतीश कुमार जी ने एक सज्जन को चुनाव प्रभारी बना करके वहां भेजा, जो कोऑर्डिनेट कर रहे थे पार्टी के विधायक के साथ, और पार्टी के विधायक पार्टी के ऑब्जर्वर को दिखा सकते हैं कि उन्होंने किसको वोट, ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला है राज्यसभा चुनाव को लेकर के, तो उन्होंने दिखा करके वोट किया है। और छोटू भाई बसावा ने जनता दल यू के जो विधायक है उन्होंने बीजेपी को वोट किया है, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, जो वहां के इंचार्ज हैं।
इसी त्यागी साहब मैं समझ नहीं पाया, आप अभी भी कह रहे हो कि छोटू भाई वसावा ने बीजेपी को वोट किया, इज दैट करेक्ट? इज दैट व्हाट यू आर सेइंग?
हाँ बिल्कुल, मैं यही कह रहा हूं कि जो हमने ऑब्जर्वर तय किया था चुनाव के लिए, उसने हमें रिपोर्ट दी है कि छोटू भाई वसावा ने दिखा करके ऑब्जर्वर को वोट किया है।
बीजेपी
ऑब्जर्वर को वोट दिखाना वो इलीगल नहीं है, वो विधि विधान के मुताबिक है। और जो अरुण श्रीवास्तव है, उन्होंने क्या गलती की है कि नीतीश कुमार के ऑब्जर्वर के अगेंस्ट एक और ऑब्जर्वर तय कर दिया, जिसका करने का उनको अधिकार नहीं है, जो फोर्जरी है। इसलिए अरुण
नहीं, खबर ये केसी त्यागी जी, अच्छा ठीक है, आपकी पार्टी का मामला मैं समझ गया, वो शरद यादव का आदमी है, नीतीश कुमार का नहीं, वो सब छोड़िए। खबर ये है कि आपके विधायक ने कांग्रेस को वोट दिया, अब आप ये भी मान रहे हैं ना, यही खबर है ना?
ना, उसने बीजेपी को वोट दिया। कौन कह रहे हैं?
अरे वो खुद कह रहे हैं। रुकिए, आप मेरे साथ बने रहिए, मैं आपको अभी दिखाता हूं। छोटू भाई वसावा ने हमसे बात की अभी, वो हमको ऑन रिकॉर्ड बता रहा है कि मैंने कांग्रेस को वोट दिया। आप मेरे साथ वेट कीजिए, 1 मिनट सुनिए छोटू भाई वसाला, मैं अभी आपके पास वापस आ रहा हूं त्यागी जी। अच्छा वसावा साहब, ये बताओ कि आपने वोट किसको डाला सर?
मैं अहमद भाई को वोट दिया है।
पक्का आप छोटू वसावा बोल रहे हैं 100%?
हाँ बिल्कुल।
क्योंकि अभी हमने केसी त्यागी को सुना, आपका सीनियर लीडर है, वो कहता है कि नीतीश कुमार ने बोला कि
केसी त्यागी हमारा कोई लीडर है ही नहीं, वो केसी त्यागी थोड़ी वोट देना आया, वोट तो मैंने दिया है।
अच्छा, तो आपको पार्टी से कोई आदेश नहीं आया कि आपने डालने का वोट बीजेपी को?
बोल देगा।
हाँ जी, ओके ओके, कम ऑन दैट्स छोटू भाई वसावा। त्यागी जी ही सिंह कोई केसी त्यागी लीडर थोड़ी होता है, मैं वोट दे के आया है, त्यागी ने थोड़ी वोट दिया है।
नहीं, वोट तो उन्होंने दिया है, ये सही है।
फिर
लेकिन जो सेंट्रल पार्टी ने ऑब्जर्वर तय किया था, उसको इन्होंने दिखा के वोट दिया। इनसे पूछे कि आपने वोट दिखा के दिया कि नहीं दिया।
अरे वो कह रहे, अभी आपने सुना, वो कह रहे मैं कांग्रेस को दे के आया हूं, आप कह रहे नहीं बीजेपी को दे के आया है।
मैंने आपसे 2 चीजें कही हैं। एक तो सेंट्रल पार्टी ने एक ऑब्जर्वर तय किया है,
करेक्ट,
उसको इन्होंने दिखा के वोट दिया। मैं कोई आपसे गलत जानकारी नहीं दे रहा, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, जो भूपेंद्र यादव जो पार्टी के महामंत्री है बीजेपी के, उन्होंने मुझे फोन करके दिया दैट वी आर सेटिस्फाइड ही वोटेड फॉर बीजेपी।
भूपेंद्र यादव ने आपको बताया?
यस, आप उनसे कंफर्म कर लीजिए, ही इज ए रेस्पॉन्सिबल मैन।
नहीं, भूपेंद्र यादव तो अमित शाह के खासम खास है, वो हम जानते हैं। तो मतलब आप कह रहे हैं कि जब ये छोटू भाई वसावा इंडिया टुडे पे आके बोल रहा है कि मैं कांग्रेस को दिया, वो डबल गेम खेल रहा है।
हेलो,
हाँ बोलिए बोलिए त्यागी जी प्लीज।
छोटू भाई वसावा फॉर सर्टेन एंड ऑब्वियस रीजन वो डिनाई कर रहे हैं, मैं और आगे नहीं कहना चाहता।
अच्छा रुकिए, राजदीप सरदेसाई भी यहाँ पे है। ये तो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग हो रहा है त्यागी जी, आप कह रहे हो कि नहीं वो, क्योंकि आपका वोट, ये जेडीयू का वोट डिसाइड कर सकता है कि अहमद पटेल जीते कि हारे। क्योंकि अगर छोटू भाई वसावा ने वो किया है जो हमें बता रहा है, देन अहमद पटेल इज थ्रू। अगर छोटू भाई वसावा ने डबल गेम कर दी या ट्रिपल गेम कर दी, कुछ बोलता है करता है, कुछ और तीसरा करता है, तो फिर तो बहुत दिक्कत हो गई। त्यागी जी,
मैं सेटिस्फाइड हूं, मेरी पार्टी सेटिस्फाइड है, और भूपेंद्र यादव सेटिस्फाइड है, मेरा एजेंट सेटिस्फाइड है। अब कोई आदमी झूठ बोलने लगे तो उसका इलाज तो मेरे पास है नहीं।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, फैंटास्टिक, थैंक यू सो मच त्यागी जी। दीज आर लाइव इमेजेस फ्रॉम राइट आउटसाइड द काउंटिंग सेंटर। देयर इज द बिग मैन हिमसेल्फ, Amit Shah. He is the big boss of the BJP. He's sitting content and pretty. And you know, from what I know of Amit Shah, if he was even in the slightest bit uncertain that he may not win this battle, he wouldn't be out while the EC result is still to come. On his right is Bhupender Yadav, the man in the green kurta. He is Amit Shah's key election strategist. Amit Shah trusts him deeply and fights elections through him. Wherever there's a big election, whether it's Bihar, whether it is Uttar Pradesh, Bhupender Yadav is sent. He's originally from Rajasthan, worked closely initially with Vasundhara Raje, now is Amit Shah's key election manager. To the left is Vijay Rupani, current Chief Minister of Gujarat. Sambit Patra, do you recognize any of the other faces? The camera also slightly. He's sitting content there, Rajdeep. He's sitting content. The big boss thinks he's won. Sambit.
Though as far as recognizing people is concerned, I cannot see the monitor from here where I'm sitting, so I would not be able to see as to who all are sitting out there. But the most important message over here is, well, yes, why should not he be content? He has worked hard. I've always maintained that the last laugh is of a person who works hard on the ground, and here is my president working in day in and day out.
That's the point, Rajdeep. He's been there last several days. I know of leaders who've been trying to get through to him on various issues. He's not been interested. He said, let me focus only on winning this battle in Gujarat.
You know, there are two ways to look at it. One is that you are also the national BJP president. But he has made this a prestige battle versus Ahmed Patel. Let's be very clear about that. Plus, he is from Gujarat. He himself is coming through the Rajya Sabha in this election.
So why is it so important, according to you, Rajdeep, for him to beat Ahmed Patel? This is Amit Shah's personal grudge match against Patel.
It is certainly a personal grudge match because Amit Shah, and I've said this over the last few days, believes that Ahmed Patel was responsible in setting the CBI after him and putting him in jail in the Sohrabuddin case. That's the grudge match. But beyond the grudge match, there is a proxy war between Narendra Modi and Sonia Gandhi. There is the whole idea of a Congress Mukt Bharat. Sambit Patra's party today wants a Congress Mukt Bharat. And if you chip away at it, whether you bring Nitish Kumar into your fold, whether you bring down an Ahmed Patel, all of this creates the environment that the BJP is simply this unstoppable force. Okay. Why is this so important for Ahmed Patel and the Congress? Because that's the only way you can burst the bubble of invincibility that today surrounds Amit Shah and Narendra Modi.
I've got breaking news coming in. This is important for anybody who's wondering when this Game of Thrones of Gujarat will be over. What we are being told is that 11:30 is when the Election Commission returning officer in Ahmedabad will announce the verdict of the Election Commission. That's at 11:30. Remember, voting, counting will start after 11:30. That could take anywhere between half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. The verdict will be announced even later. So,
and then the Congress will go at 2 a.m. by all indications to the Supreme Court. So
Rajdeep, you've had your kati rolls, you're set for a long time.
No, what I hear is that the Congress is has already prepared a petition to go to the Supreme Court.
Tonight?
Well, you see the worry that the Congress will have, as it often happens with the Rajya Sabha election, if you go the next morning, the Supreme Court will then, by then the verdict is, the counting result is already announced. How long will it take before the Supreme Court then here's the petition? It will set a date 15 days from now. Now they want an urgent, immediate hearing saying that the results should be stayed and therefore...
But will they be entertained, Rahul Srivastava, past midnight?
It has happened in the past. It has happened in the past. There is a provision for somebody approaching the Supreme Court under circumstances. But is it a circumstance which cannot be heard tomorrow morning? So there is a possibility...
Okay, those are images exclusive on India Today. I want to go across to Pawan Khera. You look at these pictures, Amit Shah, Vijay Rupani, they're sitting pretty. You know, if this man had any doubt in his mind that he may lose, he wouldn't be out in a courtyard with the camera focused on him. This man thinks he's through, Pawan Khera.
I don't know how he knows that the Election Commission will pass a particular order. Maybe he knows. I don't think so. I'm sure the Election Commission has a lot of credibility. These are good institutions, and maybe he has a confidence in what he's done. But I don't want to comment on that. I don't know why people are not questioning now that there are floods in Gujarat. Look at the entire government of Gujarat sitting here. Why are they sitting here? Why aren't they out there providing relief material to...
With Patra respond, does the BJP know anything which rest of the Congress doesn't know what the verdict is, but you guys are already distributing laddus? Congress is saying why?
No, even we do not know what the verdict is, but let me tell you, truth has the amount of confidence that you can see on the face of my president. And the ones who have fudged, the ones who are on the wrong side of truth, in fact, they have the kind of depression that we could see on the face of Ahmed Patel today. So naturally, leave aside the technicalities. Just tell me one thing. If you know very well as to those two people whom you are demanding for disqualification, that they have voted for, against you, they have voted against you, that's the reason of your desperation today.
But but Sambit, normally I often agree with you on many things. But I must, when you are now taking the moral high ground, I don't think anyone today can take the moral high ground. The manner in which both the leading national parties of the country have put pressure on the Election Commission, you have set a very, very dangerous precedent. The law minister, technically, Ravi Shankar Prasad, is the boss of the Election Commission. And he has gone there to the Election Commission along with Arun Jaitley and all your ministers. On the other side, you've got Mr. Chidambaram, former finance minister, going a couple of times to the Election Commission. What is the message Sambit Patra, that is being said to the nation, that institutions are subservient to politicians?
Not at all.
Or institutions are truly neutral? Why don't you allow the election commission then to take its decision? You could have gone once. I am unable to understand why you've gone 3 times. What is the necessity to go 3 times?
To fight for the truth as many times as the Constitution.
What is this truth?
Rajdeep, I have to leave. I have to be very quick with my answer. Number 1, to fight for the truth as many times as the Constitution of this country allows is not illegal. Number 2, yes, heavyweight personals from our party went to the election commission. Where does it say that the cabinet ministers could not go and represent the facts of the matter in this case in front of the election commission? Thirdly, and very importantly, it is important for the Congress party to explain as to why they have dumped Ahmed Patel and why they did not send people of stature, people of weight. I do not have any questions against Mr. Surjewala or RPN Singh. I respect those people as well. But why did they not send Ghulam Nabi Azad or the likes of him in the very first instance? Because they did not respect Mr. Ahmed Patel. Somewhere the rumors that Mr. Ahmed Patel should lose was the talk of the Congress party. Finds justification with the kind the Congress party has behaved over here. What is the problem if people of caliber go and represent our point of view?
Joshi is outside where Amit Shah, Vijay Rupani, Bhupender Yadav are sitting. Sahil, what's happening there? 11:30 is when the EC verdict will come out.
Yeah, it looks like that it's going to be a long night. It's been a long day and now it's going to be a long night because the battle finally went to the Delhi court and again it has come back here in Gandhinagar. Most importantly, that everyone, not only the media, but everyone, as mentioned by Rajdeep, the senior minister, the chief minister, deputy chief minister, the senior ministers, the BJP president, everyone is there inside the counting center the whole day. They were going out, they were coming in, but everyone had spent the whole day here inside the counting center. And as we are saying that after 11:30, when the counting will start, they are going to be here for next 1.5 hours as well. So it's going to be a long night for them as well. Now, it is going to be really surprising that, I don't think that Amit Shah is right now, even if it is relaxed. What he must be thinking is that at least he, even if Ahmed Patel wins tomorrow, we don't know yet, because the counting hasn't happened. But Amit Shah definitely is going to think that he dragged him to this level. Ahmed Patel was never seen. In fact, Congress people were telling me that Ahmed Patel was never seen actually going and meeting the MLAs when he had contested Rajya Sabha elections before. He was never seen at the airport receiving MLAs like this. He was never seen having lunch or dinner with the MLAs before. For the first time, he actually had to come down because he understood the gravity of the situation. So finally, Amit Shah or the BJP made him to do that. So that is going to be a big win for BJP. Even if Ahmed Patel wins. But if Ahmed Patel wins, it's going to be a victory and a boost for morale for the Congress, because Congress is going to have a tough election this year. So it's going to be a moral boost for them, because finally they managed to win despite all the might of BJP was against them to make Ahmed Patel get himself defeated in this election. So that's going to be a really interesting thing to see after 11:30 what happens after that.
You know, I've got two very fine political commentators both at this time chomping away on their kathi rolls as I stand hungry. But tell me, let's start with who first? Rajdeep, to you first. 11:30, the verdict will come out. That's likely to go in the BJP's favor. That is the signal that we have. Who do you think will win when this battle is over?
Look, I would think that the party in power always has an edge in a Rajya Sabha election. I've always believed it is difficult for the party in the opposition, particularly in a close run race. Those MLAs, the floating MLAs like Chotubhai Wasawa, are more likely to go with the ruling party than the opposition.
No, but why would he lie? Chotubhai Wasawa comes, you were here with me in the studio, he's telling us I voted for the Congress, he's telling Bhupender Yadav and...
Sir, politicians are notorious liars. They are the kind who will tell you that they are your best friends and then stab you in the back. That is the history of politics. Look at Mr. Rajput, the man who could be defeating Ahmed Patel. I keep repeating, his entire business was built by Mr. Patel. So, you know, Rahul, my sense is, as you ask me, who do you think has the edge? I would say the ruling party has the edge, because they have, in a strange sort of way, far more resources at hand to win a close run election. Ahmed Patel, on the other hand, is frankly been fighting a lone battle. I'm surprised actually it's come to this point. I actually thought it would be much clearer in favor of the BJP. Even out of the 43 MLAs, I thought a section would
he
split
held them
today.
Together. That's the
he
goodwill
managed to
Ahmed
hold them
Patel
together,
has.
and that perhaps reflects the goodwill and the networking he's built. But that's clearly not enough at the moment if he loses.
Rahul Srivastava, who do you think is winning?
See, Rahul, the manner in which the BJP has carried out the operation, the kind of effort it has mounted, it seems to be eventually ending around a couple of votes. The BJP war room assessment was clear. We talked about it. And the BJP has been pressing to ensure that the game plan does not eventually change more beyond what it is. The kind of effort the BJP has launched, what Rajdi was saying, I will add to that one element, that it's not just the lure of money, Rahul. It is also what your future politics is. Is Congress a party of the future in Gujarat or in India? Right now, a lot of MLAs will disagree with it. And that's perhaps could be a lure. Of course, the talk about the tag on each MLA, I remember there was a time when I saw it was 2 lakh rupees each MLA in UP at one time in the late 90s. Today, we are talking 15 crore.
Let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers and why the Congress thinks it may win. And I'll put that out right now because the Congress, remember, has 43 MLAs of its own. It had 44 till yesterday, but one of them they accept cross-voted, so they have